Well, government is confident public schools are ready to reopen. Teachers and staff have been preparing to receive pupils for the last 2 weeks now. However, Basic Education Minister, that's Monique Mortlock, says there are over 16,000 learners still waiting to be placed. Our reporter Monique Mortlock is in Mitchell's Plain to see how the first day of school is currently going. Monique, good to have you back, colleague. And I mean, this is the first day of school. I suppose, teachers as well as different schools are trying to ensure that the state of preparedness does reflect what the minister had to say yesterday. What do you see from where you are?
From where we're standing, we've seen Western Cape Education MEC Debbie Schaefer arriving. She is just inspecting if all is going according to schedule inside Woodville Primary School. What we've been seeing outside is many nervous parents who have had to drop their kids at the gates because they are not allowed inside to avoid overcrowding and to ensure proper social distancing between the children. We've seen parents of especially the grade R's and the grade 1s on that first day of school extremely nervous but also excited. As you can hear, the school bell has just rung. I have a parent with me here, or a grandparent, Miss Georgina Eso. Your child is in grade R. How are you feeling? How is she feeling?
She's feeling a bit nervous today, but she's excited too. And me as a grandparent, I'm very excited for her.
And tell me, how did it feel having to just drop her here at the gate and there she went? Were there any nerves?
Yes, she was very nervous this morning. She was crying last night because why she think about today. But she was very cool this morning when she go into the gate.
And you also look like a cool granny. No nerves from your side?
No, this is my second grandchild. One is in grade R and one is in grade 3.
And my final question for you, any concerns around COVID? You know, it's a new school year, but it's also in the midst of a pandemic.
Okay. Yes, we must just abide by the protocols and the rules of the COVID-19. That's it.
Thank you very much. That was Georgina Eso. I'm just going to ask my colleague Saumit Moos to show you what's happening around us. This is the school entrance where parents have been told to just drop their children. They're not allowed to go inside. On the one side, you'll see the grade R's to 3s going, and on the other side, it's the older grades. We see every child that enters, their hands are being sanitized, and when they get inside, their temperatures are checked. And the parents, unfortunately, have to wait outside. We've seen some tearful parents saying goodbye to their children, especially those who are dropping their children off for the first time for grade R and grade 1. And we know that the MEC is inside just inspecting all of the classrooms, ensuring that those COVID-19 safety protocols are being adhered to.
And Monique, just before I let you go, earlier on you had spoken to one of your guests who had said that, one thing they believe that neglected last year is, the emotional well-being of teachers. The focus was placed on the healthy and safety of teachers and pupils, but it seems that more emotional counseling and just support will be given this year. Suppose these are some of the lessons that we're seeing coming from different schools there.
Yes, definitely, and this is something that we've heard not only from the principal of Woodville Primary School, we've heard it from several high schools and primary schools that need to ensure that the staff's emotional well-being is taken care of. This is something that we've heard from the Western Cape Education Department as well over the last couple of months, especially with, as we saw us heading to that second wave, the rise in infections, some teachers losing loved ones, many teachers losing their own lives to the virus. And this is something that the department has also placed great emphasis on, that need to ensure that the staff is taken care of emotionally, mentally. As you know, many of the staff members of public schools have been at school for several weeks already just to ensure that everything is in place, not only for the lessons, but for their own emotional and mental well-being, that they are ready for this new school year and the challenges that COVID-19 brings.